is supposed to make our lives easier. That's the whole point. Washing machines did more for women's liberation than 1,000 lesbian-run bookstores. And I know for a fact that Elon Musk is planning to grow a mustache just to troll the libs. For the first time in, I think, 4 years now, the Trump administration is making them take away end racism, which they had written in the end zone, right? And when
why? It just seems silly. I mean,
to do it or not to do it?
Why get rid of it?
Oh, I could tell you why.
I know, but it's just like you're
because it was stupid to begin with.
Yeah, but
let me ask you, who is it for? And if you're a racist and you see end racism in the end zone, you're going to stop being a racist?
But the sentiment is basically like, don't be an asshole.
But I think it's an asshole to nag us during a football game about something that doesn't change anything or any. If I'm not a racist and I see it, it doesn't matter. And if I am a racist, it's going to make me more of a racist.
Like, I think if you write, don't be an asshole in the end zone, everybody will agree with that.
It would just be the craziest video I've ever made, because even I didn't see this coming. Bill Maher, the king of unpredictability, just torched the Democrats like never before. I mean, we're talking a full-blown takedown, exposing their shady backdoor deals, their obsessive secrecy, and the kind of corruption that'll make your jaw drop. Is there something deeper at play here? Because this felt like a message. It all went down when Maher sat down with Representative Byron Donalds, and things got heated real fast. Maher dropped a bombshell accusing the Democrats of shutting the public out for 4 straight years, hiding, scheming, covering up, and guess what? Byron didn't hold back for a second. On live CNN, he obliterated their hypocrisy in real time. Before we jump in, if you enjoy watching our videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It's totally free for you, but it means the world to us.
We would have inquiries. We would request information. We would want cabinet secretaries and assistant secretaries and deputy secretaries to come before committee. We would send letter after letter after letter and get no response. The Biden administration operated literally in the shadows.
At this point, it's almost comical. They see the backlash, they see the disaster unfolding, and yet they refuse to change. Say what you want about Bill Maher, but at least he's trying to shake things up, while the Democrats, still trapped in their delusions. It's honestly embarrassing.
They would not tell you anything that was going on. At least Donald Trump puts it out in the litany of orders that come out that day. Here's what we're doing today. We're going into the Department of Justice. We are taking these attorneys and they are under supervisory review, or however they choose to phrase it. You knew nothing that was going on in Joe Biden's presidency. So if democracy truly dies in darkness, I would rather have an executive tell me what they're doing as opposed to hiding it from the American people.
And now it's painfully obvious why Hollywood lost its mind when Trump won. The meltdowns, the panic, the absolute chaos in late-night TV. It was never about saving democracy. It was about losing control. Just look at their disastrous campaign strategies. Instead of winning over voters, they doubled down on fear, division, and straight-up hatred. And guess what? It failed. But here's the real question. Are they even trying to win, or just trying to hold on to power at any cost? Drop a comment, because this is getting crazier by the day.
There's even a trend now among liberal women of wearing blue bracelets to signal that they're Kamala voters and therefore safe to approach and talk to, because God forbid you fall into some checkout line chit-chat with, gasp, a Republican.
I know what you're thinking. Where is this going? But trust me, Bill Maher isn't playing for Team Red or Team Blue. He's just telling it like it is.
And many young women are now also pledging never to have sex with any man who voted for Trump. Really? That's your big plan? Embargoing the pussy? It's so egotistical, as if the ultimate punishment is not letting people have you. Hey, you know what? You weren't fucking Trump-type guys anyway. Well, except for Taylor.
And this time, he did something nobody saw coming. On his latest show, Maher absolutely obliterated a clueless Democrat, ripping apart the very reasons why Trump won big. Instead of dodging the hard questions, he put the spotlight where it belongs, on the Democrats' massive failures and their refusal to wake up. At this point, how can they even argue? The cracks in their strategy are so obvious, yet they act like everything's fine. Maher is forcing the conversation they don't want to have. And they hate it.
How are we actually getting our kids to have a shot?
But you keep talking about kids. He also won because parents were a little fed up with parents coming in second in a who says what goes with my kids contest.
Right.
He didn't just destroy this Democrat, he annihilated his entire worldview in real time.
But which Democrat is for that? I mean, I have kids. I mean, most Democrats believe that parents should have a say in their kids' education. These have been
here in California, I think the governor here used the word snitch. Like a parent, if you inform...
Dime them out. Tell on the parents. Point them out. The parents will be in trouble.
If the kid switched genders in school, you know, they hid that from the parent.
And as a guy that was born in the Bronx, raised in the streets of New York, I can assure you, snitch has an entirely different meaning than what they put out. I can promise you that. I can promise you.
Maher didn't just prove him wrong, he showed him, right to his face, that the entire Democratic Party has missed a game-changing point. One so massive, so devastating, that there may be no recovery. And here's where it gets even worse. Maher called out something that should have everyone paying attention. Gen Z is being played, manipulated, lied to in ways they don't even see. While they're out there thinking they're fighting the good fight, the very people they trust are pulling the strings, controlling the narrative, keeping them distracted, and using them as pawns. And now, the mask is slipping. This wasn't just an interview, it was a wake-up call. And the real question is, will people finally start seeing the truth? Or will they keep falling for the same calculated lies?
4 in 10 Gen Zers say the authors of the Constitution are best described as villains. Wow. In 1776, James Monroe was 18. Alexander Hamilton was 21 and James Madison 25. Joe Biden was only 30.
This is why I respect Bill Maher. No fear, no filter, just brutal honesty. And this time he's exposing something truly sickening. Ever wondered where all that money really goes?
America's founders, they were the Gen Z of their day. And when they were your age, they started a country. What the fuck have you done?
Maher just ripped the lid off USAID's shady dealings, revealing a corrupt money trail that powerful people don't want you to see. But it gets even worse. A 2014 CNN report exposed 35 Disney employees arrested for sex crimes against children. And yet, these are the people shaping our culture? And let's talk about Democrats' delusions. Their campaign strategy: blame racism, sexism, and ignore reality. Their message: crime and illegal immigration aren't real. Suck it up. Their response to losing: meltdowns and excuses. Maher isn't just calling them out, he's dismantling their entire house of lies. And in the next video, the money trail gets even darker.
Grossed out, and I've gone camping with John Waters. A 2014 CNN report discovered that at least 35 Disney employees had been arrested for sex crimes against children. Union Education Party, and you've turned schools and colleges into a joke. What a shocker that the people who see everything through the lens of race and sex see their election loss as a result of racism and sexism.
One question is on everyone's mind. Is Bill Maher secretly shifting right? Or is he just handing the Democrats a brutal reality check on where they have gone completely off the rails? Because let's be real, he's not just criticizing them anymore. He's dismantling their entire strategy piece by piece. And if they don't wake up soon, it's game over.
Kamala spent 100 days telling voters, I know it feels like crime and illegal immigration are bad, but fuck your feelings. Look at this chart. Have you seen my "In this house we believe" lawn sign? See, it says right on it, we believe in science. Right, which is why you demanded no one even debate whether COVID could have escaped from the one lab in the one city where they were studying it. How far-fetched. Democrats have become like a royal family that, because of so much incest, has unfortunately had children who are retarded.
But wait, it gets even better. Maher just went head-to-head with The View and Whoopi Goldberg. And let's just say, it did not end well for them. He destroyed their hypocrisy on live TV. So, what do you think? Is Maher actually shifting right? Or is he just the only one brave enough to call out the nonsense? Let me know in the comments. That's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed the ride, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Your support means everything to us, and trust me, the best is yet to come. See you soon.